on YouTube. Welcome to another banger reaction video. Yo, bro, I swear, bro. Every woman me turn on TikTok, me see that old man here. I turn to police them. Every woman me turn on TikTok, bro. Every woman me turn on TikTok, and this a man me I see. And then if I make it, the man they are coat in a full suit of American colors, bro. Talking about his constitutional right to freedom of speech. And then to make it worse, the man put out a part 2, one song. The man put out one next song if the first one never go viral enough. Bro, this man is all over my timeline, bro. That's crazy.
This AFROMAN situation is one of the craziest things I've ever heard of.
Fox.
And in this video, we're going to break down the entire situation, as well as why AFROMAN needs to watch his back and why his troubles is not over. But we'll also discuss why this AFROMAN situation is a victory for all creators out there, and it's really bad news for all the bad faith actors on YouTube and in this world who think they can abuse the court system against innocent people expressing themselves. Out of all the bad faith actors on the internet, Corey Holcomb is who needs to watch this video the most. He's the one who's threatening to sue creators and sending cease and desist because he don't like to be critiqued and criticized.
Talking in the safety of where you at. That's why I sent the cease and desist, so I know where you at.
Bro, shut up. Shut up, bro. You look stupid. Why you come on the internet? Share your opinions. But when other persons share their opinions, you want to send them cease and desist. Bro, shut the hell up.
This is chess. This is not checkers. To handle your business, you got to go through the court. It's called serving them with a cease and desist to let them know. Listen, this gone too far. So when once you know for sure they get that, it justifies other things you may or may not have to do.
I hope you're watching this, Corey, because this AFROMAN situation just put a huge dent in your plans. Okay, it's not going to be as sweet as you think, okay? So the AFROMAN situation that played out this week actually began a couple of years ago when AFROMAN's home was raided. Now, AFROMAN would tell Vlad TV that he believes the police officers were coming to kill him.
Okay, but the paperwork for the raid said drug trafficking.
Bro, does this man... I'm sorry, you can't see it. Let me show you what I talk about. Bro, this man I have one kush. Like one weed kush. The bud. In a gold, bro, around his neck. Like this right here, bro. I don't know if I see it like this right there. So the man literally like do a 3D printer one kush, like a weed bud, and make one pendant out of it, bro. That's sick. Bro, that's sick. That bad.
Which I guess you could make somewhat of a argument, like a fuzzy argument for it, but it also said kidnapping.
Yes.
So who did you kidnap?
Exactly. Right. Probably somebody's cheeseburger if they wasn't looking, or they blunt if they left it laying around.
Okay.
What I'm realizing is sometimes they.
Bro, you can't know say Unk still stuck in the 90s, you know. You see him pimp glass, him have it down here, so him have one big pimp like them something with the pimp them used to wear, having a them hand, and one of them the man having a.
They will
and in Kean,
lie just to get into your property. Sometimes you'll be watching 48 Hours and they'll be like, knock on the door, say your UPS. They play little games, you know what I'm saying? I think they just wrote that down on the warrant just to intensify it and give themselves the power to come on my property. I really don't know. I'm guessing like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where I'm too lazy to kidnap. I got high. I'm not kidnapping nobody, man.
Right.
You know, chick don't like me. I don't like you neither. You know, I ain't kidnapping you. You know what I'm saying? Driving no cargo vans in front of Walmart and abducting people.
Okay, so were you home when it happened?
I wasn't.
You were. Okay, so how many cops actually showed up to your house?
I believe they had, it's going to be in the 7-8 range. Okay. So it's a little small town. The whole precinct was at my house.
And get this, there are probable cause to go to this man's home with guns. The entire precinct is there, breaking down his gate, breaking down his door. Their probable cause was a drug addict informant told them that AFROMAN be kidnapping people and trafficking drugs. Like, crazy. That was their probable cause. The word of this drug addict, career criminal, which is absolutely insane.
Weird.
And obviously when they showed up, nothing like that was going on. There was no dungeon. There was no kidnapped victims. And he ultimately wasn't charged. But AFROMAN believes that they knew this all along. They knew he wasn't doing this. They knew he was a musician. They knew he was a successful rapper. And they only came for blood.
And your door getting kicked down and your house getting torn apart.
Yeah.
You get charged with 0.
Yes. Okay. I think they wanted to just try to kill me by accident in the raid. Let's be honest, dude, like, they wanted me to sneeze or the wind to blow the wrong way, wanted me to pop up in my underwear holding the remote control to the TV so they can blame, the remote and say, that's a pistol. I thought my partner's life was in, all of that and then nothing. But they had to run around with pistols and stuff, It's a mind game, Cop opportunist, he don't like you. He pull you over, traffic accident. Hands up, out of the vehicle, search you. Woo, 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 woo. Give you a warning. So you start off as a 187 suspect and work your way back to a civilian's traffic citation, you know what I'm saying?
AFROMAN knew he was violated. Them folks came to my crib, broke everything, and they're telling me they can't pay for it. They embarrassed me with the raid. My neighbors think now I'm this hardened criminal. So once the police violate you, you have very few options for recourse, very few. You can't sue them individually. They got immunity, right? They won't arrest themselves. So AFROMAN got revenge how he felt like he could, which is making songs about it and putting them on blast through the songs. Now, we obviously can't play the songs due to copyright, but AFROMAN will drop several songs that did millions of views. This one did 9.7 million views 3 years ago, where he showed the raid, he showed the cops involved. He had multiple songs where he named these cops individually who were involved in violating him and violating his home in a manner in which they did. So instead of apologizing, giving him the little money it would take to fix his door and fix his gate, and avoiding him dropping the music that got millions of views and embarrassed them in perpetuity, they decided that the best course of action would be to sue him. Sue him for victimizing him.
This outfit represents the freedom of speech.
New tonight, rapper AFROMAN is speaking out ahead of his trial this month.
This suit just made me smile. He is being sued by Antrim County Sheriff's deputies for using a video of them raiding his home in 2022 in one of his music videos.
AFROMAN filed his own counterclaims against the officers, but a judge recently dismissed those claims without a hearing.
In an interview you'll only see right here on Fox 19 now, Alexis Martin sat down with AFROMAN to talk about the raid, the lawsuit, why it was thrown out, and what happens next.
This all started in August of 2022 when Adams County deputies raided the rapper's home, causing significant damage. AFROMAN says he turned that experience into music, using his own security footage from the raid in a music video to help pay for the repairs. Now he says the lawsuit against him isn't just about the money. He believes it's a violation of his freedom of speech.
The guy started laughing and waddling his head. He goes, "We're not required to do that." And they were unapologetic.
AFROMAN used his own security footage from the raids in a music video to make money to pay for the damages sustained to his home.
I got freedom of speech, and then I used my personal life to write my music. I was going to clean my room, but then I got out. Will you help me repair my gate? Will you help me repair my door? I'm singing about what actually happened to me.
Deputies who appear in the video are now suing the rapper for the damages caused by their faces being in the videos.
Hey, we raid your house, we steal your money, we disconnect your cameras.
now we need to sue you for saying something about it.
AFROMAN filed a countersuit for the damages to his home, and Judge Jonathan Hines dismissed those charges in February.
They dismissed all of my claims with the click of a mouse in some little office somewhere without a hearing.
AFROMAN believes this lawsuit violates his free speech rights as an American and as a working artist in the United States.
These fools actually took this to trial, and I felt like trial for them was more embarrassing than the actual music video. Right? Like, one dude sued for defamation, right? Because AFROMAN said something about like a receding hairline and methamphetamine. But then they asked dude when he took the stand, what about you having a receding hairline as defamation? Because he sued for defamation and the methamphetamine. So he asked, okay, what about him saying you got a receding hairline is defamation? And when you watch him on the stand, you would understand perfectly why him suing for defamation is ridiculous.
Receding hairline or dipshit refers to, please?
I'm sorry?
What private fact of yours does that refer to?
Bro, you have one receding hairline.
I mean, there's a picture of me and see here, talking about
talking about what?
See, I wouldn't trust him with methamphetamine crack ass alone in my house.
So
I find that pretty insulting.
That statement is what you're suing on.
Well, no. I told you this is one of many.
Well, and that's why we're trying to find.
You keep trying to make it singular. I'm telling you it's not singular, it's plural.
Okay, and so one of them is dipshit, one is receding hairline,
Yep.
and the other is meth heads.
Yes.
Is there any more?
Well, when he's sitting there making accusations against the organization that I, at that time, was working for, destroying community trust, all based off of a lie, that's what ultimately stopped.
And that's community trust in the Adams County Sheriff's Department, correct?
Yes.
Let's go back to what was Plaintiff's Exhibit 5.
Okay.
I unfortunately don't do technology very well. But this was Plaintiff's Exhibit 5. You said this was referring to you. Where's your picture in this?
I said, you asked me earlier.
Where's your picture?
No, and you asked me earlier.
Your Honor, I'd ask the witness to answer the question.
Okay.
You can clarify that there's read.
Okay. Okay.
Is your picture in this post?
No.
Is that a picture of your father?
Yes.
So this actually pertains more to your father than you.
Correct.
He was just thirsty to be included. Like he was just thirsty. Yo, AFROMAN post something, that sounds like it's about me. But you can't sue on behalf of your father. Like, that's not how that works, right? If he's dissing your father, he's dissing your father. But that's not defamation, right? Like, he can insult y'all all he wants. That's not defamation. And you do have a receding hairline. Another officer tried to put on an Oscar-worthy performance, but it wasn't Oscar-worthy at all. It was pretty bad. She started crying like crocodile tears when they were playing a song that AFROMAN made about her. Now, obviously, this was cap. Obviously, she was only, being theatrical so she could convince the jury that she was really affected by this. Is all BS, man. And another officer claimed that his marriage ended due to what AFROMAN said about him publicly. But then the ex-wife took the stand and said, that's a lie, right? Our marriage did not end, nor was it ever affected because of what AFROMAN posted about this dude.
So, Ms. Grooms, has Mr. Foreman's posts about Sean or any of the general posts about the Adams County Sheriff's Department as a whole affected your life any at all?
No.
Would you believe it would have affected your life while you were married to Sean?
If it had any effect, I guess that would be the time it would have an effect.
But as his spouse, you would have expected it?
Yes.
Okay. And I don't want you to go into too many details, but is it fair to say that Mr. Foreman, the posts about the police department, everything had not a damn thing to do with your relationship between you and Sean and why it came to an end?
No, it did not.
So the post never affected your life, never affected your marriage?
That's crazy, bro. And your ex-wife...
So any statement to the contrary would be false?
Yes.
I love me a petty queen, man. Susan took that stand and said, you ain't getting $1 on my watch.
Not tell you.
You think you about to go to court and win millions off of my pay or something? You ain't getting $1 on my watch. This is amazing, bro, man. Obviously, because of all of this, right? AFROMAN was found not guilty on all charges of defamation and pain and suffering. He was found not guilty, man. It's just ridiculous that they dragged this man to this court, bruh. Right, but ultimately, it ended badly, and it sent a message to a lot of people who believe they can abuse the system. Corey, I hope you're watching this, right? You can't just abuse the system. You can't just make up defamation claims. You're a public figure. The bar for defamation is so high, that
Especially
for you to
when you're
even
up
go
on the
down
news.
this angle of trying to make threats and trying to go to court for defamation and try to scare people is not going to work. And to all you bad faith actors, let AFROMAN be a warning to you. You guys are not going to use the court system to intimidate people out their First Amendment right. And this is what this was about. This was about AFROMAN First Amendment being violated by crooked police officers who already violated his rights by raiding his house off the statements of
a
like a
crackhead.
drug addict, hardened criminal who was trying to get a break. So she lied on AFROMAN and claimed he was kidnapping people.
Sided with the rapper AFROMAN in the civil lawsuit filed against him by Adams County deputies. WCPO 90's reporter Jay Shakur is live outside the courthouse tonight. This verdict, Jay, was read right about 30 minutes ago, and you spoke to AFROMAN as he was leaving. What's his reaction?
That's right. AFROMAN had a very emotional reaction. The jury, as you mentioned, siding with the rapper AFROMAN, whose real name is Joseph Foreman, in this case. Here's video from inside the courtroom as this case went on. During closing arguments, the attorney representing the deputies in this case claimed AFROMAN intentionally lied about and defamed the deputies in his songs, but AFROMAN's attorneys maintained throughout this trial it is his right to say what he wants to say. This goes back to 2022 when AFROMAN's home was raided following search warrants related to possession and trafficking in drugs and kidnapping. Though he was never charged, the attorneys for the deputies suing say AFROMAN used security video from the raid on his home and put it in a music video using deputies' likeness without permission. Again, this jury in Adams County finding he did not defame those deputies. Here's AFROMAN speaking directly after that verdict.
I didn't win.
Yo,
America won. America still has freedom of speech. It's still for the people, by the people.
AFROMAN becoming emotional there as he says this fight was bigger than him.
I'm going to tell AFROMAN this. Bro, you won, but get out that county. Sell that house and leave that county. The police don't lose, bro. They don't take L's, bro. I know people who got exonerated on a murder case, came home, and the police found a way to get them back in jail on another case. These folks are about to target you. You're about to feel like an absolute prisoner in your own town.
That's crazy, bro. But chat, let me know what your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think about it? And let me know if you not see this on the timeline too, as much as I'm media see this on my timeline. Because I tell you, everyone me scroll, I say AFROMAN on my timeline. You see what I say? But leave your thoughts down in the comment section down below. And like I always tell them, say, yo, it's soon forward.